I wanted to talk about three leadership traits least talked about. The reason being that if you go on Google or any of the search engines, all you hear about is the top qualities of leader, the 11 most talked about qualities of leadership. So I just wanted to give it a twist and talk about some of the things that are often not discussed, but to me at least, they are really important. So what are those three traits? Very quickly, number one. Aha, you see all these companies, they have something in common. And let me come to that in a second. So the first trait, which I think is really important as a leadership trait, is your ability to sacrifice. We all talk about leaders having a vision, doing this and that, but as leaders, our ability to sacrifice becomes really critical sometimes, especially nowadays when COVID has hit us at a time that everything's up for the grab. As leaders, our ability to sacrifice is really critical. And, leadership is about doing what it takes to drive a team towards a greater goal, be it a social mission or a desire to maximize the return for the company. And, leaders put these goals above all else and are the first to sacrifice when times get tough. Now, what these companies have in common is, according to Business Insider, leaders from these iconic companies most affected by the pandemic forfeited their paychecks as the situation worsened. Now, that's something really big. And I know a lot of people say, hey, you know what? This was only their base salary. It doesn't matter. Anything that you can sacrifice as a leader is good stuff to me. The second trait I wanted to talk about was humility. Yes, leadership is about a lot of confidence. A lot of times it's considered a good leader needs to be charismatic, but it also has to be with a lot of humility. If anyone remembers this book, Great, by Jim Collins, which came out 20 years ago, it was all about leadership traits, which a lot of people do not talk about. And according to Jim Collins, the two common traits of CEOs in companies that transition from average to superior performance are humility and a strong will to advance the cause of the organization. Not their own cause, but the cause of the organization. Also, as per Forbes, a survey of 105 computer software and hardware firms revealed that humility in CEOs led to higher performing leadership teams, increased the collaboration and cooperation and flexibility in developing strategies. So that's the second trait. Now, the last one is patience, right? So in these fast times, we always talk about moving fast, not being perfect, moving fast, that's fine. But patience is a virtue which is critical. And I couldn't think of a better person when it came to patience than good old Abe. And he has a famous quote, give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. So it's all about preparation. It's all about patience. And lastly, I'm pretty sure you've heard the expression, good things come to those who wait. So I've just, edited a little bit and given it my own twist. I say all good things come to those who act and practice patience.